you all tonight? I hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining in on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Hello, Crystal. I hope you're doing well. Today is day 3 of me going live every day. So if you're new here, my name is Dawn, and I'm with Wizzy's Designs, and I help busy moms spark joy, and through creation of connection, creativity, and doing quick projects on the side. But tonight we're going to do 3 simple beginner chalk tips that I wish I knew, and we're going to make it fun tonight. We're going to do a spin the wheel. So even if you jump on for just a second, I want you just to comment the word tip. On Facebook, it might say the word make, but you can put the word make too. So tip or make, or add that little painter's easel there. And then your name's going to go in the wheel, and we're just going to have some fun. And so when you do that, I'll put your name on the wheel. I'm going to pull up my second screen right now so that we can have 2 screens going at the same time. And we're just going to share my screen right now and make it so here. Let me put it on this side by side. So we go. So there is the wheel where I'll enter people's names in. And when I see you, just type the word tip or put a painter's thing down below. That would be great. And we can get it going. And so how it's going to work is the wheel will try and get my notes down here so I can see what I'm doing. So anytime you comment tip, make, or drop a painter's thing, I'll add your name to the wheel and spin it throughout the live. So we're going to add them, and then it'll go and be like, okay, what is your tip, or what is the thing is. So make sure you are commenting below, and so that we can get all these things going, because who doesn't like a spin the wheel kind of a game? And then like when the wheel lands on your name, you'll be able to choose what we do next, like another tip or a bonus tip or an encouragement or a quick question, things like that. And so it's just super fun. So I see a couple people on. Let's see here. So let's see. Go. If you just can. How was your day today? Was it good? The 3rd day of the year. Have you made it through everything? Are you doing okay? Are you falling apart? I mean, we all have our days. So remember to comment the word tip in the comment. I'll put your name in the spinner, and then we will choose what kind of tip you want to learn tonight. An encouragement, a random tip, a question you might have. Like, there's all kinds of ways to do this. So that will be so much fun. I can't wait to fill this up with names and to spin the wheel and things like that. So let's add some names to there right now. I'm going to add, Crystal, I'm going to add your name on there because you're the first person to be coming on to our live. So I'm going to add Mrs. Crystal Ross over there on Instagram. So glad to be on. And then we'll keep going. So as soon as people come on, we'll add some more names in there, and then we'll do some spin. So add your name, add your tip, add your I can see you on Instagram tonight. So yay. That's an exciting thing. And I can see everybody over on my personal page on YouTube, on what is this called? Facebook. So it's good. So tonight we're going to talk about tips like how to use product, how to use these cool things, or what is so important about the things that we use. Also, before we start spinning names here, I just lost where I was going with this. Oh yes, there's a sale. There is free shipping. Is it free shipping? I just lost my train of thought. Oh my goodness. I believe it is. One second. Let me just double check really quick before I tell you something wrong. It is. Oh, that's what it is. So sorry, I said the wrong thing. So there's a sale going on with an extra 26% off because it's 2026. So things right now are like 85% off plus your 26% off. My goodness, you're going to be getting it for an awesome deal. So right now we are going to just spin the wheel. I know we have one person in the wheel, but maybe other people will be joining us by the time we do this. So let's see here. We're going to spin it. And it's probably going to land on Miss Crystal because we have one person. So yay, Miss Crystal. So, I would like you to ask me, hey, Bill, nice to see you. We're doing tips and things tonight. So if you type in the word tip, I can put your name on the spinner and you can ask me a question about what I do or what the tools we use or things like that. So, Crystal, if you're still watching, if you could type a question, that would be great. If not, I'll just go with the first tip of the thing. So, hello everybody again in YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. This is my third day of going live, like I committed to do. So I'm proud of myself. There was like a point where I was like, oh, I'm tired, but I didn't let it stop me. I'm here. So I'm going on. Hello, Reverend Godfrey by Emu Kama. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Welcome. So glad you're over here on Instagram. If you comment the word tip, I will put your name in the drawing and you can ask me a question about my business, the tools we use, why is it important to do the things. Oh, from Uganda. Wow, welcome. Happy New Year. And that's amazing. Have you lived in Uganda your whole life? That's pretty cool. I have not had anybody tune in from Uganda before, so welcome. So my company's name is Chalk Couture, but my business name is Wizzy's Designs by Dawn, and I do designs. We just did that design last night on the best views come after the hardest climb, and so that is there. You're so welcome. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. He said thanks for mentioning his name. I'm like, oh yeah, you're welcome. Welcome to my show. So if you type in the word tips, I will do that. I'm gonna go with the first tip of the night. What are these tools called? These tools are called a stir stick. This here is a multi-purpose tool. It has a little wedge on the end here. It helps to spread the product around. You can use the other side to take your jar and clean all the product on the side. And then, but you can also use this side to apply and your product. Say you have a stencil and you wanted to stick it on and you wanted to apply your product on there. That's how you can use it there. And then this is a stir stick. And what a stir stick is for, just what you think, to stir your product. So when you open up your product, you stir it to make sure it's all smooth. And there's that. These are called mini squeegees. And and they have the name like Chocolatier on them. And when you use this, a little tip about these mini squeegees is you don't want to use them backwards. So what I mean by backwards is by holding it here and squeegeeing this way. You want to be able to have your squeegee when it's going down like this. It's an angled area. You want your angled pushing down so that you get an even surface across your project. Oh yeah, you're welcome, Reverend Godfrey by Amukema for the vision and focus. Yeah, you're welcome. I tried to have a vision and focus. It doesn't happen all the time, but this year I've written it down that I just want to do. So that is what these little tools are. When I first came on, I didn't know exactly what they were called. I would call this like the stirry thing. This like I knew it was a squeegee, but I didn't know it was called a mini squeegee because we have a bigger squeegee. Let me find it here. Just a second. And it's like as if you're washing a window. So here's the bigger squeegee, and here's you can see the difference, the mini squeegee. You could also take these mini squeegees and you can cut them in half. And so then you have smaller mini squeegees to get in between all the things. So that's a really cool thing. That was a cool tip that I learned. And who has a question about my like what do I do? Like how do I use these? Or a question about how do I prep my surface? Or how do I use, what surfaces can I use? Things like that. So if you're still watching, if you can type in the word tip or put a little paint thing on there, that means that I can see. I'm looking at, I'm live on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. I cannot see the live comments, I don't think, from YouTube right now. But I can see the live comments coming in from Facebook and Instagram. So in the meantime, let me come over here. Let me text my mom really quick, see if she'll jump on. And you jump on. A lot. Okay, let me get over here to my thing so I can see everybody. And hope everyone's doing well. So my tips are sometimes like when you're getting into something you don't really know how to do it or what to do. And so I just thought a couple tips that I could use and do. This here is called a transfer. It's a reusable sticker, and it's like a sticker. It's like a stencil, actually, but it's called a transfer. And you take it out of the packaging, and it's sticky. And it can stick to anything. You can see like how it's sticky on that side, and it's dull on that side. And you could put it on your surface, and you would stick it on, flatten it down, take your squeegees, a mini squeegee or a big fat squeegee, and you just apply your product. And then you would just peel and reveal, and you have a great little gift for somebody. Or people make cards, all kinds of things. It's a pretty cool thing. So while we are on and people are tuning in, remember to type the word tip. So let me just show everybody how it works. TIP. You just comment the word tips. That's funny. I have friends with the last name Tip. So it was bowling that up. That's funny. So we can comment the word TIPS. And then when I see that, your name will go in the spinning. There might be a prize. Who knows? But I was going to use this for people to ask questions and to engage a little bit more, to see what it is. Also, I'm going to choose another tip. So, or an encouragement. I'm thinking I'm going to do an encouragement. So I encourage you to find something every day that you can be grateful for. And even if it's just going to the grocery store, seeing a friend, or catching up with somebody, reaching out to somebody. There's a lot of people going through a lot of things these days. And so it would just be good to reach out and be a friend and encourage them. And that's how I would be an encouragement to somebody else. Because when you encourage somebody, you get encouraged. And so to be a friend, to get friends, you got to be a friend. My mom always used to tell me. So let's all be friends. And I lost my thing. Okay, there it is. I lost my little thing. While people are waiting, let's see if I can do. Let's talk about our Club Couture this month, which is really cool. It is a notebook journaling. And so it comes with a notebook. It comes with the paste you need down there. And it comes with this really cute design. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little designs on there that you could do. You can cut them out. You can make them your own. And they're really, really easy. And I call this Happy Mail because every month it's a subscription that comes to your house, and you can do crafting and enjoy just about 5 minutes of crafting, get it done, get it out of the way. You can use certain ones like this. Like there's a little light bulb. The light bulb says patent number 2620061. Just a random number on there. But you could just use the light bulb and you could put it on the notepad, and then you can put other things around it. Or you could do a composition notebook like it shows here. Let's see here. Let me show you up close here what it is. Okay. Yes. Let me see if I can add another tab here. Let me see. Screen share again. And we're going to go to Chalk Couture, and I'll show you what it looks like here. Go back here. And so right here, it shows you how cute it is. And it has the cute, you can watch a little. This is how you do this. So you can see it. So that's always a fun way to see that. But so yeah, that's our chocolate tour, and you can get it for January. It comes every month, something different. And so this month is called the journal entry, and it's so cool. Again, there's 8 designs on there. You could use all of them at once. It comes with 2 colors of paste. Comes with like the 2 colors of blue, cadet and colonial blue. So they're really pretty blue colors. I have a cadet color, but I don't have the other one. And so it's just a fun thing. Let me tag some people here in our live. Let's do this lady. We'll do yes, let her know that we're live. And on Instagram, let's let everybody know that we're there. Everybody needs somebody sometime. We're going to say this girl, this person. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Apparently, nobody likes to be on tonight. Oh, man. Okay, so we were going to do some spinning and some things. So let me just see here. Let me tell you another tip. Another tip I have learned. And that is that I just learned it about the transfers that on the bottom of our transfer, they have like these like words written down here. And this one, so the bottom of the word is called the slug line. I didn't know that. I just learned it the other day. It's called the slug line. And then on the transfer, it's sticky. So we all know it's sticky. And then on this one, it has the cutout lines on it. Hello, Mrs. Vestal. How are you doing? Good to see you. We're doing quick trip tips. I cannot talk tonight about how to apply the product and how to do things like make things smooth, or how to do all those different things. So if you hear, just comment tips, and then I'll put your name in the wheel and we can go for more tips. Hold on, I'm thirsty. Just a second. Okay. Let's see. I think this is going to be more than 3 tips, but oh well. No worries. When you are doing a surface, you want to make sure that it's clean, first off. You want to make sure that it's sort of like free of like dust and dirt and things like that. Sometimes you can take some rubbing alcohol to clean your surface. If it's wood, just dust it off, and then, or use a little brush. And then you're going to prep your surface. You prep your surface by, sometimes you have to paint it or you're not. And when you do that, you can add like a wax layer on top. And then that preserves your chalk paste and your transfers from not ripping off of your project. And so it's just really fun. You would then take your transfer. This is the Be Kind one. It's super cute. And you would take it and you unpeel it from the backer, which is the thing that holds the sticky on it. So here it is. And they're reusable. So you can reuse them. The company says like 12 times. but really you can go like 20 or more if you take care of it. Then you would take off your transfer. You would slap it onto your clean surface. Slap it on, rub it in. But if it's like fabric, you can just go straight to this. If you're using like wood or you're using something other than a fabric that your transfer is going onto, you want to do something called fuzzing. Fuzzing is where you take your transfer and you take a towel or you take a piece or your shirt or a sweatshirt or anything that has fuzz to it. This is a fuzzing cloth. It's pretty big. And one side has a microfiber. The other side has a terry cloth. And then you're going to go onto the terry cloth side and you're just going to put it on, smooth it on, pull it off. Put it on, smooth it on, pull it off. You're going to do that a few times. And when you do that, on the back of your sticky, you can see in a little bit, you can see a little bit of fuzzes happening. And so that just puts a little bit of a barrier between the sticker transfer and your surface, so that if you're like doing glass or a microwave or something like that, you're not just going to rip off your stuff. So that's a really good tip, is to always fuzz your stuff unless it's going onto fabric. If it's going onto fabric, you don't need to fuzz it because, again, it's already going onto the fuzz. So it stays well and it goes. So let's see. Then another thing that you do once you're done with your transfer, you want to make sure it's dry with water on the back. First, you wash it with water. Then you dry it. And then you put the sticky side back onto the backer so that you can use it again. Because if you're not, and you just stick this into your sleeve, you're going to get stuck and then it's going to rip and then you're not going to have a transfer. And then life goes on. So, but that's a quick, I have hiccups. I'm so sorry. That is a quick tip you can do to help you. Also, another tip is to write like the name on the back of the transfer, or you could just put an arrow saying up. Then you know that that's the direction that, say, I did it upside down. Let me fix this so I can explain it to you better. So I would take my transfer, make sure it's facing upright, and my up arrow, and then I would just line up these two things on the side. And can't do it in the air. But it's okay. We're just going to do this. So, yeah, it's not working in the air. So I'm going to put it down on the ground. I'm going to take it and I'm just going to line up the edges. I know you can't see me right there, but just believe me, that's what I'm doing. I'm lining up the edges, and now my sticker transfer is back onto my backer, and I know what it is, and I know which direction it was supposed to go in. If you try to stick your transfer onto the back of your sticker thing, on the back of the backer, it won't stick because this part is not glossy. But when you stick your other part, you can see like the gloss there. So you want to do that. And then let's see, and when I was first going, I had a little difficult time putting on the backer. So I would take off my transfer. I'd get it all done. I'd get the project done. And then I had a really hard time putting this onto that. It'd get all wonkadoodle. It wouldn't line up. It was harder to put it back together than it was to take it off. So what I learned was you can take your backer paper. take a glossy side towards the sticky side, and you're going to sort of bend it a little bit, align. Whoop. Sorry, guys, just a moment. Dropping everything here. Okay, you would align the edge with the edge of your transfer, align it up, push it down, smooth it across. And then your transfer is ready to go for the next time. So that is a cool trick and tip. Another, like I said, it's going to be a little bit more than 3 tips tonight because people are enjoying their evenings and just hoping people will hop on. So let me share this to I should be able to share this. Why can't I share this? I want to share this to my business page, but it's not letting me. Okay, so let's share this to a group. Let's share it to my VIP group. Okay. And we're going to post it in there. Hello, everybody. So if you're getting this, like, make sure you say hi so I know that you're here. And I just want everybody to be a part of this. It's so much fun. Let me go back to my thing here. Okay. It's okay. My mom's phone died. No worries. So it's okay, Mom. Hey, Mom, could you help me do something? Can you write the word? We aren't really making anything tonight. We're doing tips. And so could you help me? Like, could you type the word tip in there and ask me a question? And then we can see which kind of question. It could be about a beginning tip, a bonus tip, an encouragement, or a quick question. So we're talking about, these are called a transfer. We aren't really making anything tonight. I was just trying to get some people on, and I'll add your name, Mom, into the spinner because why not? I will pull up the wheel of names again, and we have one person in there. Woohoo! So we're gonna add hopefully more people. How do you get started? Awesome question. How do you get started? You can get started 3 different ways. So you can get started by first just being a customer. And hold on, let me put your name in the drawing so I can to answer your question at the same time. Yes, your chances are good. It's pretty sad, right? So you can get started by 3 different ways. You can be a customer where you just come and buy the product at full price. And but the best ways to do it is you can come in as I just lost my train of thought. You can come in as a Perks member and you get 30% off of all your things all the time, every day. And right now we're having huge sales because it's the beginning of the year, end of the year sales. And so it's like 85% off. And then you get the 30% off on top of that. And then we're having a 26% off sale. It's just the way to go. So you come into the Perks Club, and it is $20 a month, and you can get 30% off on all your things. Second was just to be, or so first was just be retail. Second, just come in as a Perks Club member. Third, you can come in as you get Happy Meal every month, and it's a very low thing cost, but you get an art project delivered right to your house every month. And then lastly is you can do what I do and be a designer, and you get 40% off of everything. So I guess that's 4 ways. But the best way, if you're just wanting to come and say you wanted to get stuff for our friends, family, gifts, things like that, you can do it as a Perks member and get all your things. That was an awesome question. Thank you. So I'm going to spin the wheel again. Let's see here. Gotta go to this tab. We're going to go. Yes, your chances are really good. Since Crystal got drawn last time and we answered a question. Oh, look! Mom, you're a winner! So Mom, what's another question you have? Do you have another question about perks for perks? Exactly. Do you have, you can choose another beginning tip, a bonus tip, an encouragement, or a quick question. What would you like to choose for your question? It's really, fun when people are watching. I had a, I had a person on here from Uganda. That was pretty cool. Um, and so now I think it's just the United States that is tuning in, and that's just fine. Um, you thought it was going to stop on the blink. Yeah, no, it didn't. And that's hilarious. Um, I don't think it can stop on the blink because yeah, I don't think it can. What is another question you would have? How much time does it take to do projects? It doesn't take long at all. So if you had a little transfer like this could take you about a minute. You could do a project in 10 minutes. You could do a project like a for long project, but with busy moms and things like that, I like to say like 10 minutes, you can get something done. And of course, realistic, probably 15 or 10, depending on if your little ones are interrupting you or not. Um, so, but you could do them really quick. You could just chalk it one and done, or you could take your time and you can watercolor, and that takes a little longer because you're doing a little bit more detail. But you could just do one and done on a Be Kind transfer with one color, put it on something, you're done, walk out the door, it's dry. So, very quick and easy. Way to go. Let's spin your name again. Let's see what happens. Let's spin the wheel. Yes. Oh, I wish it came with fries. No. Oh, look, Bob, you're not a loser. You're a winner. You won again. Um, so my mom asked the question, what happens if you miss a month when you sign up for Happy Meals? Does it come with fries? We all can see the wheel. Well, good. I'm glad you can all see it. No, it does not come with French fries. It does come with. That just made me laugh. This month, it comes with a notebook, a transfer that has 8 different 8 different designs on there and 2 pastes. So it usually comes with everything except for the fries. And it will come with so it comes with, I'll read you right here. It comes with 2 pastes this month, and it comes with a notebook. It comes with those things. You can also use just a normal paintbrush. If you have just a paintbrush, you can paint it on there. So if you don't have a squeegee, sometimes they don't come with a squeegee. You get that on the side. You could just paintbrush on it and then just take off the excess. So that's a fun little tip. Yes, you're a winner. That's awesome. Oh my goodness. My mom is cracking me up, everybody. So another quick tip would be how to like prep your prepping matters. So like you can't see me? Oh, okay. Hold on. Is that better? Can you see me now? Or do I need to stop sharing my screen? You let me know. Here, I'll stop sharing my screen. Can you see me now? I feel like I'm on Verizon. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hey, we've got 2 people viewing. Yeah, I'm so excited. Okay, you can see me. I'm looking at my live. It's about 10 seconds delayed. So there I am. Okay, sounds good. So, what was I going to say? Okay, awesome. You can see me. I was talking about, oh yes, the transfer prepping, how to prep it. So, say that you had like glass. Awesome. I'm glad you can see me. You want to fuzz your transfer really well so it doesn't get super stuck. And then you'll just apply it and go from there. To prep things, sometimes you've already painted something, you'll have to put like a wax on there. The wax helps protect your transfer and your project from tearing up the other things that could be there. And that is another quick tip. Do you have another question? If not, I will go to tip number 3, officially number 3. So how long does one transfer stay sticky? It stays sticky for a long time. As long as you take care of it and you don't add soap or things like that to the back of your transfer, it will stay sticky. So you just take this, you wash it with water, and then you rinse it off. Let it air dry. You can let it air dry, or you can take a paper towel and dry off the back. So for like right now, I've played with the back a little bit, so it's not as sticky. So let's just demonstrate. I'm gonna put my sticky side up on my towel. I'm gonna spray it with water. If my left side will work tonight, I'm gonna lay this down for a second so I can grab some paper towel. I'm just gonna take a little paper towel and then, oops. And then you're going to take it and then you just dry off the back here like so. And I'm just going to wipe it off. And when I do this, it takes away all that fuzzing stuff that I had put on the back of it. It redoes the stickiness of it. And I've heard some people using, like, if it's really bad where the sticky doesn't come back, they did a little tiny bit of Dawn soap on it. I know I said don't use soap, but the Dawn soap helped take away all like the dirt that sort of builds up on there sometimes. And then now it's more sticky. It's still a little bit wet, but it will dry and be more sticky. Does that answer your question? And then, so I'm going to do, we're going to do one more, talk about a little bit of an encouragement, like when you are doing your transfer and you have all your ink or your paste down, you don't want to just rip it off. You want to take it nice and slow and pull from the top, and you want to pull the corners up evenly and up towards the ceiling so that you get a nice clean finish of your transfer. I'm going to put this back on. And then your transfer would be good. If you push too hard on the transfers, you get a lot of like bleeding that happens from the transfer because it's a silk screen. So you don't have to press hard at all. You just scrape it over the top, peel and reveal, and you've got it. So those are just some quick tips, a little longer than quick because that's just how it rolls. But again, if you're a busy mom and you're watching this like tonight and thinking, I don't have time to do this make a craft thing, you do actually. It doesn't take long. You can use it, depends on how big your project is. You can spend as much as time as you want, but it's really fun to be able to do it in the nooks and crannies throughout your life. I like making it to make cards with, or really quick for Christmas. I did a blank bag from the Dollar Tree, stuck on the transfer, one color, one is done. I was done, walked out of the house, and I was done. 10 minutes complete, start to finish. So that was really fun. And kids love to do it too. It's not just for grown-ups or teenagers or anything like that. So it's just really fun. What is the difference between the inking and the pasting? Okay, so the difference between inking and pasting is ink is thinner. It's a thinner consistency. It's applied the same way as you do the paste. The paste is thicker. I'm trying to see if I have one nearby. I don't have nearby, but ink is thinner, paste is thicker. Applies the same thing. You just apply, take off the excess. The only difference is paste is set by just drying, and you can wipe it off and start again on something that would be reusable surface. Ink is more permanent, and it's set by heat with either a heat press or an iron. And on the iron, it would be on the setting that doesn't have steam for 4 minutes on one side, 4 minutes on the other side. If you have a heat press, then it's, I believe it's 330 degrees for 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other side, and then you can wash it, dry it, stretch it, all those things, and it should be just fine. Now, if you're using paste on fabric and you want it like a wall hanging or something that you know that you're not going to be washing, you could use it that way. And so a lot of people use paste on the products like that when they're going to hang them versus wash them, because they know they're not going to be washing the placard that goes on the wall, the hanging on the wall. So hope that answers that question. I'm going to tune off because it's been an hour. But again, you don't need you don't need extra hours to do fun crafting. You don't have to be perfected. You don't have to stay in the lines, and you don't have to have permission to try. You can mess up. You can do this messy. So again, type the word tips down below, and then I'll send you the tips that we did tonight. I talked about, from the transfers to the squeegees and the stir sticks and how to use them, how we applied them, and things like that. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks, Mom, for jumping on. Thanks for everybody who has been on and off. So look forward to seeing you tomorrow night again at 8:30. Actually, yes, tomorrow's 8:30. On Monday and Wednesday, I'll probably be here on 9:15 because I have other obligations during that time. So we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow, 8:30, same time, same place. And tomorrow we're gonna just have a day of like reflection, how Sunday was, and have a little chit chat. So let's see how it is, and come in and tune in, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Love you. Bye.